So let's fix this navigation bar area. Right after our end of v stack here, I'm going to say dot navigation bar title is equals to recent data, and let's actually put the mode display mode inline, otherwise it's gonna be this big iOS standard titles. So if we rerun our application, you should see it in better setup. Then let's also add the search button here on top, since we are here. So we will say dot navigation bar items, and we want the trailing because it's on the right side, and it's going to be just a view, and we want to have a button here. And my button has an action and a label, and label in my case is going to be an image, system name, and again this is from our SF symbols provided by Apple, and it's called magnifying glass. All right, and what we want to do when our button is clicked, let me just quickly fix indentation here. And whenever our button is clicked, we want to show or hide our search bar. So let's create a variable for that. So at state var, and I want to call this is search visible, and by default it should be false, because by default our search is not visible unless our user clicks on it. So let's tell our button that every time somebody clicks you, what we want to do is self.isSearchVisible toggle. So we just switch the value. And another thing we want to do, if we are actually hiding our search view, we want to also clean the search text. So we say if, and I say not self is search visible. So if it's not visible, self.search text is equals to empty string. So this way, every time we close our search view, we are going to also get rid of the search text from inside of it. Okay, we have a way to show our search, but we don't have a search bar to show. So let's create our search bar. Again, I'm going to go to here in my views, Command N, new SwiftUI, and I'm going to call this search view. And what we need in our search view, we need a way, because we're going to put a text field here, we need a way to pass this text field information into our recent, because whoever types something in our search view, we should access it and put the value actually of our search text there. The way to do that is binding variable. So we bind the value of this to some other value. So say binding var search text, and we just say that this is a string. You don't have to give it a value because it's going to be binding with some other value. Then we want to create a search view, which is basically a bar. So let's create a H stack, and I am going to give my horizontal stack a text field, and every text field needs a title, which is a placeholder kind of. So we say country and put some dots so our user knows what he should search for, and then a binding string, which we are going to set the value of this. When our user types something, the value of this variable will be set whatever our user type inside our text field. Of course, we need a $sign here, and now the binding will work. And then I just want to add some padding to my text field. Okay, let's just put our canvas up. Actually, no, I'm not going to use canvas because here it's complaining that we are missing this binding thing. I'm just going to get rid of it. And you see, once we get rid of it, there is no more canvas. So this one we're going to do without visual reference. Just give it a frame of height 50 points and we're good to go. But I want to give it also a background color. Okay, I say background color is color, and then we pass our name, which is, let me just copy it from, where is the background thing? Yeah, this one here. Let me just copy it from here and paste it there. And let me just fix my indentation here. And our search view is ready. So let's see how we are going to use it. We go to our recents view and we want our search view. Let me just open my ready one. Search view to be visible on top whenever our user clicks on the search. So at the top we have our total data view. Here I want to say if we are in search mode, so we say if is search visible, we want to show our search view. And then we have a binding string, and here is where we pass our search text, and don't forget the $sign, so for it to work. And let's just quickly run our application again to see if our button and search view is working. Wow, look at it. Let's search something. Let's say, I don't know, UK. You see, we get the results where we have UK and also in Ukraine. Or I can search my country, Cyprus. I can see only Cyprus present here, and it's actually dynamically searching while you type. So if I just type Rus, for example, it gives me all the countries that have Rus inside. So Cyprus, Belarus, Russia. You can see the details there. And if I click on a button here, it disappears. And because we are cleaning the text from our text here, we also reset to our view here, so we can actually see all the results, not only the one we search for. So search is working, we can see all the data. The next thing I want to do is whenever I click on the country name, I want to go to the country detail view. So let's design this country detail view.